All right, away we go on a podcast on a Tuesday. What's up, Al?
Oh, hi there, Jerry. We just did 4 hours. Let's do another 20 minutes with a
Well,
podcast.
why not do another 20 minutes?
There were a couple items from the show sheet that I would like to discuss with you.
Absolutely. A couple I had on the show that we just never got to.
We just didn't make it.
Correct.
One of them is former Jets quarterback Sam Darnold.
Engaged.
Is engaged, indeed, Jerry. And I was like, I always like to see, like, oh, you're engaged? Well, let me see what your girlfriend looks like. Every one of these guys, their girlfriends look exactly the same.
Blonde.
Yeah. I mean, you could take Sam Darnold's girlfriend,
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson's new wife, everybody who's married on the Islanders, like they all date and marry attractive blonde women the same body size.
Where is Josh Allen's girlfriend? She's a brunette, is she
that's
not?
A good one. She is a brunette.
Haley
Steinfeld.
Yes,
that's
she's
a good
brunette.
call. That's a good one.
But I know what you're saying. We don't know what Aaron Rodgers' wife looks like.
No.
We're not sure.
Probably
blonde.
If you were a betting man, although he's a little kind of goes off the beaten path.
Okay.
Well, and I think women do think about this, like brunette women. I think they do feel like it's a lot of blondes getting married.
I guess. I'm not sure. I see a lot of brunettes in my family, so
yeah.
I don't know.
I have brunettes in my family as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an Italian family, so
yeah.
Most of the women in my family are brunette.
Do you think men are more attracted to blondes?
No, I don't know. That might be a myth more than that's real.
Because they say blondes have more fun.
Yeah, that's nonsense. I think you are attracted to if someone looks good for sure, whether they're blonde or not. And then I think that personality really takes it to another level. That's what I think.
Do you think you don't have to be as facially attractive if you're blonde?
No,
it evens it out.
No, I don't. I think you do. I think you still have to be attractive or attractive to you.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly ugly people get married.
Yeah. Why is that?
Not so ugly people get married and beautiful people get married.
Yeah.
And there's someone for everybody, as you have said before.
Yes.
But no, I mean, no, it depends on what you're looking for. Why is that?
Even blondes
I will tell you, there are so many ugly people in the world.
Yeah.
It is mesmerizing. And I'm one of them. So I'm not.
You're talking to two right now.
I'm not taking shots at anybody. But when you go out, and I don't even mean when you go out like to a restaurant, because people doll themselves up, and I don't mean going to like the diner. I mean, if you go to a nice restaurant on a Friday or Saturday night, people do look good. They put their makeup on. When you go to like Lowe's or Home Depot or to Target, everybody's ugly as sin.
You're right.
I mean, men, women, and everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
It is just like you walk around like someone married that. Like, wow. Male or female.
Yeah. Which do you think do you think the Home Depot's the worst one? Like just people that are in the middle of a home project or like, I wasn't expecting to go out today, but I got to run and get another part.
I think the Home Depot and the Lowe's is a good one. I'll tell you one too. When you go to the Walgreens or the CVS, a lot of times people aren't feeling great.
Yes.
They're in pajama pants. I don't even know if they brushed their teeth that day, and they just look like the supermarket. That's the biggest one.
Supermarket, more so than I like this idea about like the Walgreens where people are not feeling well and they're running out. But you're saying the supermarket too.
So I've been doing the shopping recently.
Yeah.
The supermarket's a rough one.
People are not preparing themselves.
Is just hideous.
Yeah.
And overweight. And it's just where we're at.
Here's another one where people will run out and they don't care what they look like. A bagel store on a weekend.
Sure. Oh, absolutely.
You're going to run and get bagels.
Yes.
There, you're going to look like a disaster.
Although I will tell you, I've been going to this place in Middletown lately.
Yeah.
Very nice bagel shop. I have not seen that.
So maybe because the bagel shop's nice, people are like, I got to step my game up.
Maybe. That's very possible. I've seen people that look like they've taken care of themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen anybody. There's one I used to go to, I won't say where people be in pajama pants and like slides. Like, oh my God. Yeah, like their hair's a mess. They literally just rolled out of bed and came here to get their carbs.
You're right. And their breath stinks.
It has to.
They haven't brushed their teeth yet because they're like, you know what? I could brush my teeth, but I'm going to eat bagels.
Right.
I'll brush
The
my teeth when I
coffee?
get back. Yeah, I'll just run out. I'm not going to see anyone I know.
Oh, just awful.
So the person taking the orders at a bagel place has got to be like, God, you people's breath, you're killing me. And you want an onion bagel? Ugh.
Right. Have you ever seen some of these bagels people buy? Oh my God. The everything bagel, the garlic bagel,
Ugh.
the onion bagel. Oh, yuck.
We used to see it here when Craig Carton would order lots of bagels and he'd get the lox,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they would always send over all the onions, the raw onions.
Yes.
Oh,
And then
God.
sometimes he would put it with the scallion cream cheese. God damn.
Yeah. Or the tuna fish dip.
Yes.
Man, that's
We also
disgusting.
would get, was it red fish salad? What was that he used to get? There was another fish salad he would get.
Yeah, I
that
don't
was
remember, but
just
that's whitefish.
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 Oh, it was
That was it.
rancid.
Yeah, whitefish salad.
Imagine what his breath stunk like when he
Oh.
walked out of here. And
Plus, you're talking the whole time. That
drinking Welch's grape soda.
Yeah, that affects your breath, right? His wife must have been like, "What is going on?"
Oh God.
Oh my!
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
So congratulations to the newly engaged Sam Darnold.
Yes.
And his girlfriend that looks like everybody else's girlfriend.
And good for
That's a
good for them.
professional athlete.
Good for the soon-to-be Darnolds.
Yes, the Darnolds, Jerry. Oh yeah. What else do I have written down here? I had
Did
a
you see
couple
Danica Patrick's tattoo?
I did.
I got to tell you. So I looked it up. So we were talking about Sofia Vergara before. She's 52 and looks ridiculous.
And there's a brunette.
And there's a brunette. Danica Patrick, also a brunette, 43. Al, when I tell you, I know you might have seen the tattoo on the, I know they used to call it the tramp stamp.
Yep.
Above her butt, but her rock hard abs.
Yeah, she is
like
very muscular.
And she's small. Has she been in here? I feel like she has
We
been.
did not have Danica Patrick in it.
No?
We had another female race car driver who had a similar look to her.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know her name, or if she was an IndyCar driver, or if she was a NASCAR. I don't remember what kind of driver she was.
Well, I know I think Danica Patrick's like 5'3". I think but she is jacked.
Maybe we did have her in
I
here.
feel like we did. I really did.
You know what? We did.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought she was in here once.
Yes.
But I was super impressed when I saw the photo. Like, good Lord.
Yeah.
Talk about taking care of yourself.
Yeah. No, she looks great. And she got that tattoo. She said, I read the story on it. It's an American flag tattoo, like you said, in the area that we used to call the tramp stamp.
Yes.
And she said she got it once she came back to America. That she had moved to England, I believe, to try to become a race car driver there. And then when she moved back to the States to be a race car driver, she was happy to be back in America, and she got the American flag.
It is amazing when you see now, obviously she was here, left and came back. But remember we had that delivery guy in that was from Africa about a month ago, maybe delivered from the bakery.
Yes.
You talk about, and there's a lot of bad crap going on out there and people that hate this country now. Fine, do what you want. It's free country, as they say. But I remember walking out with him, the appreciation he had for being here. And I was the one that went up and got him. So I talked to him a lot. I know you guys got to talk to him in the control room too, but in the elevator with him, he couldn't stop thanking me for the opportunity to come up here. And then I just said, where are you from? And he's like, oh, and he was telling me from Africa. And he goes, you have no idea what this is like living here. And it's like, it's remarkable when you get that close to someone that was so far away from this and now is here and enjoying it. We lose sight of that.
Oh, for sure.
We do.
For sure. Right. No matter what. Yeah. Even like I couldn't imagine living in New York City. And this fella's thrilled to be living in New York City.
100% thrilled.
And he ain't living in no penthouse apartment.
No.
In the sky, we're moving on up.
Yes.
Will you watch the Netflix quarterback documentary that starts this evening?
I got to be honest. I was disappointed. I went to watch it yesterday because I thought that would be a fun thing to talk about today. Yeah. I actually, not even kidding. I thought we might lead with that today because I had all that football stuff that came across my, across the computer yesterday. I'm like, this would be great. We'll have a football day tomorrow. And I thought we would do a lot on the court. So yes, I will watch it. I'll get to one episode today. I don't know if I'm going to get to anything more than that.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely get to one to start it. But yes, to answer your question, I will.
Yeah, I watched. They put out another preview yesterday, I think it was, and I like to look in the comments on YouTube, and a lot of people were complaining that that we got Kirk Cousins again.
Yeah,
but people liked him.
Yeah,
And the last time he was on in
The-
Minnesota.
Right. This is in Atlanta.
Now he's in Atlanta. They drafted a quarterback
Yep.
while he's there.
Michael Penix.
Yeah, so he seems interesting. Jared Goff,
And Jared with a beautiful blonde wife.
beautiful blonde wife.
And Joe Burrow.
Joe
That's an
Burrow.
interesting one because of how poor they played last year.
Yeah.
So I am interested in this. I think this is actually a really cool. I didn't really care for it last year, and I watched, and I never got into receiver.
Yeah, I didn't
much.
either.
I watched a couple on Justin Jefferson, and I got bored of it. This I am looking forward to.
Yeah. The
So I will
quarterback's
watch
just
it.
so much more involved
Yeah,
in every aspect of the game that I think they're more interesting
no doubt.
and have more pressure on them than a wide receiver.
They feel like they're in charge.
Yeah.
It feels like they're in charge.
Yes.
There's no doubt. I was started to watch this morning because I didn't know if you were going to bring it up or not. I started to watch the Shark Whisperer.
On Netflix.
And I watched 40 minutes of the first episode.
It's only one movie.
Oh, that's all it
Yeah,
is?
it's just the
Oh,
one
okay.
thing.
So I didn't realize. So I almost watched the whole thing. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's just a woman. Her name is Ocean Ramsey.
Unreal.
And it's on Netflix called The Shark Whisperer. And she has learned essentially to communicate with sharks, like great white sharks, tiger sharks,
All of them.
all of them.
All of them.
One of the more interesting things that I got out of watching this woman in a documentary is she is what they call a free diver, which is all of those shots you see of her underwater and everything. She doesn't have an oxygen
There's no
tank.
scuba. There's nothing attached to her.
Yeah. That she goes underwater and she said she can hold her breath for 6.5 minutes.
How is that possible? I can't do 60 seconds. How could
she
you do
said
6 minutes?
She over time, I guess she learned how to breathe, but she's diving deep down.
Yeah.
And she's trying to study the shark's communication. Now we have the dog whisperer, which we've seen that guy, Cesar Millan. There was a show on TV called The Horse Whisperer, right?
Yeah, but she doesn't like the name though.
Oh, this girl doesn't?
Yes, she does
She
not.
doesn't like
She
the
actually
shark
says,
whisperer?
I don't like being called that.
Yeah. But it's interesting that the dog whisperer, the shark whisperer, I guess the horse whisperer, they figure out the communication patterns of that species and then what they mean. And
I guess so.
but
The biggest thing I took from it was the eye contact.
with the sharks.
Yes. And they showed a couple of examples where the shark, not that it was going to attack, but was on its way towards her. And as she's doing the voiceover saying, or maybe the guy, the photographer that she's friends with, the guy Juan.
That's her boyfriend.
Oh, it's her boyfriend.
And now husband, by the way.
They're talking about, if they're coming at you, direct eye contact, it tells them that you're in for a battle. And they just go, that's it. See ya. Wow. It's nuts. Really is. I'm beautiful girl.
Oh my gosh.
How the hell do you get into that?
I have. Well, yeah, she just talked about just being by the water all the time when she was a kid.
But to dive after sharks?
Yeah, it's very
I
strange.
grew up by the water. I don't want to go deep sea diving for sharks. No way.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's an interesting
And
one.
where do they, and this was one that was very interesting too, because we've talked about this. So I understand it's an endangered species. I didn't know that until watching this. But the claim that 70 to 100 million sharks are killed every year. Where?
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
100 million?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay. And then so when she's walking through Hong Kong and she sees the shark fin stores, very sad, all that. And I'm thinking, how about the poor pigs that get slaughtered?
Yeah, the pigs are over here like
cows.
What about me?
Right. I mean,
well, I guess her point with that was that the sharks are being slaughtered so that they can just take the fin off it.
Right, but in the restaurant they were selling it as food.
Yeah, but the rest of the shark is not. That's their problem. It'd be like if you took, when they kill an elephant to take its tusks.
Right.
Right. And then it's not like they're eating. Like people kill a deer, people kill a pig, a cow.
Food.
We're consuming the whole
At the
thing.
end of the day, you're still murdering the thing.
Yeah. No, it still feels very weird.
I don't know. It is very, very strange to me.
It's weird that it feels very wrong to kill an animal.
Yeah.
No, regardless of the animal. Unless you're fighting for your life as it's attacking you. That's the only
for
thing.
Sure.
And yet our body is optimized to eat animal protein.
I know.
That's it. That's the facts.
I know.
If you're a vegan, there are people who can do it well. We've seen pro athletes who are vegan.
Mm-hmm.
There was the running back on the Houston Texans who was really a great running back. I can't remember his name, but he was vegan. With very specific rules to follow and food and vitamins that you have to take and all these things. But for the most part, it seems like human beings are meant to eat animal protein, and yet it feels very strange to kill an animal.
I'll give you a tough scene. Did you take the Parkway home yesterday or no?
I did.
Did you probably around Clarkish, around 1:30? I'm trying to think.
Oh, see, I don't get it. I get on it.
This is going home. You take 22 to the Parkway?
No, I go turnpike to the Parkway.
All right, so you were past it.
I passed it, yeah.
Right around exit, I'm going to say, and if someone out there saw this, I wouldn't be surprised. Around exit 135-ish, I'm in the left lane, and I can see a deer up ahead.
Alive?
Just standing there. Oh. Yeah, I'm like, all right, oh, God, please don't jump in front of my car. And as I got closer, it was just standing over a dead deer. It looked so sad.
Oh, my God.
Like it just seemed, this was, I know this is ridiculous and this is Disney-like, but as I drove past it, all I could think of is this deer is standing over its sibling or mom or dad. And it's like, look at all these cars. Like, can someone come help me? And it wasn't moving. And its head was just going with the cars and then looking down, head with the cars looking down. It was something out of a movie.
Yeah.
I wanted to pull over and help the damn thing.
Right.
So strange.
Yeah. I wish we didn't have to eat animals. But I feel like we do. Like, I feel like if you want to be
not to.
a healthy person, you have to eat.
I think
animals.
We've talked about it. I think we could be vegetarians. I do. Where you eat the eggs, and I know that's against vegans, but I do think there are ways around it.
Yeah.
Not nearly as extreme as being vegan, where you're not actually eating the animal. But it's still hard. It's difficult. I've tried it. I tried it a few times. It's very difficult. There's only so many eggs I can eat. I know you eat 4 a day. You'd have to eat 8 a day. I can't do that.
Yeah, it's tough. For
and then the fake meat is crap.
Yes, a lot of bad ingredients in there.
So it's like, where are you getting the real proteins from?
I know. And there's something too about probably, I think, industrial farming is bad versus like if your family had a ranch, right? And your cow would live to a certain number of years and then you get all that meat, and it's like just a different. They talk about like Indian culture, which I'm probably saying that incorrectly. When they kill an animal to eat it, that there's some sort of spiritual thing that happens that's a positive in the way that it happens, and they thank the animal and all these things versus like
that's to make them feel better about themselves.
Maybe. And they use every part of the animal versus like what goes on in industrial farming, which
seems wrong.
Seems wrong, but there's no other. We have so many people on this planet.
You're right. And so much meat that needs to be.
I know. What are we supposed to do?
Exactly what we're doing. And just don't watch it.
Yeah.
Because that's what always gets me is when one of these new documentaries comes out on Netflix or Amazon Prime or something, and I'll watch it. And it's like, oh, I'm never eating meat again. And I'm good for like 3 days.
Yeah.
But then by Thursday, I'm like, oh, let's get a steak. I think I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know. It's out of sight, out of mind type of thing.
It is. Very much so.
Yeah.
What you don't know, right? Ignorance is bliss.
Yes. But we do know what we're able to forget, though.
But
right?
you can set your mind to not. Like we went out to dinner the other night. I got just fantastic burger. I wasn't sitting there thinking what I was eating.
Correct.
Just don't go there.
Yeah. I mean, I think about it like if I eat chicken wings, I think about it. Because like the bones are right there.
Yes. And you can picture them.
That's why give me a chicken strip, a boneless wing.
Boneless.
That could be anything.
Yes. Very true.
So, I don't know.
All right.
Well, we've run the gamut, Jerry. Do blondes have more fun? What else did we do?
We're going to title this Blondes versus Brunettes.
We're going to title this Do Men Prefer Blondes?
I like that.
Yeah.
That's true. We were just wondering. Again.
All right. Let's do, we didn't do a warm-up show.
No. Tomorrow you'll be back with the warm-up.
But if you're listening to this.
Oh, God, you're out next week. Oh.
And you usually listen to Jerry and I in the warm-up show, and you need more of me and Jerry. We did 4 hours of Boomer and Geo, and you can find us on that podcast today. We're probably going to double our podcast numbers, Jerry, with a Boomer
I would
and
think
Geo
so.
Platform. Come on.
Better.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.